Good afternoon and welcome into the Max Stern Athletic Center. Yehoshua Segal joined by the one and only Zach Tuchman. Zach, good afternoon to you.
Good afternoon to you too. Pleasure to be here as always, Yehoshua.
Championship Sunday. We have the Yeshiva University Maccabees taking on the Manhattanville Valiants, and it's going to be a fun game. Yeshiva on Thursday night, semifinals against Mount St. Vincent. How'd they get it done?
Yeah, they went off to a slow start, but Ryan Terrell took over 24 points in the first half, was absolutely on fire from downtown. Rest of the starters for the last 7 minutes should be well rested here today.
And let's turn things over to Manhattanville. Manhattanville, what's their road been like in the playoffs?
Yeah, so in the first round they were at home. They beat a good, stingy St. Joseph's Long Island team by 6 points. And on Thursday, the big upset going down, taking down the number 1 seed Farmingdale Rams, 79-74. They shot 71% from the field in the second half, helping them get the victory.
And a few months ago, these teams actually met as they are SKYLINE Conference foes. They played one game against each other, and boy, was it exciting.
Yeah, that was what they call the Ryan Terrell game here in the Heights. Ryan Terrell, they built themselves a 12-point hole in the first half, and then Ryan Terrell took over his career high, a program high, 51 points. He was absolutely killing them from all parts of the floor. Look for Coach Alessi to try to stop that here today.
And in terms of this afternoon, who are we looking out for on the Manhattanville Valiants?
Yeah, Manhattanville is a great deep team. They have a lot of guards. Look out specifically Petey Galgano and Jake Dunn. They can shoot from anywhere on the court. And lastly, Tommy Latito. Coach Alessi told us he is possibly the runner-up for Conference Player of the Year, so look out for him.
And one thing's over to the Yeshiva University side of things. What are their keys to the game? What do they need to do to get things done?
Yeah, first and foremost, it's going to have to be the supporting cast. We talked about Ryan Terrell. He scored 51 points the last time these two teams played. They're not going to let that happen again. It's got to be people like Opek Reith, Gabe Leifer, Eitan Halpert. Those kind of players are going to need to step up today.
Well, there you have it. That's your pregame show. Coming up after this, we got championship basketball. Manhattanville Valiants taking on the Yeshiva University Maccabees.
Baruchim Habayim. Welcome to Yeshiva University, where our core Torah values shape everything we do and guide us toward a better tomorrow. In the classroom and the lab, in the Beit Midrash, on the court, on Shabbat, and all around the city, New York City. Grow at your own pace with smaller class sizes, research opportunities on and off campus, over 150 clubs, 15 D3 NCAA teams, and top-tier internships at companies like Bloomberg, Google, and Facebook. Our bite is your bite. When it's time to play, and when it's time to pray. When you have a craving, when you need a break, when you celebrate, and when you shine. Come on in and meet your chavruta, your teammates, your professors, this guy. Connect with people from down the street and from down under. With over 80% of students receiving financial aid, Yeshiva University distributes more than $45 million annually to ensure that a YU education is affordable for all. Make YU your home base and you've got all the bases covered. From first base to playing base, from this kind of base to the base medrash.
Come on, that's a stretch.
You can get where you're going faster with our Pathways programs, dual degrees, and partnerships. And when you're ready for the workforce, we've got you covered with a network of over 70,000 alumni. An astounding 94% of students are employed in grad school or both within 6 months of graduation. We are student-driven, outcome-driven, value-driven, deeply rooted, and forward-focused. Oh, and we also have all this. What are you waiting for? Experience YU and step into your future.
When I was in 9th grade, someone told me to give up on ball. He told me, basketball will only take you so far in life. You're not going to make it to the NBA, he said. What he was missing is that making it to the NBA isn't the only reason why we play. The game of basketball leaves you with so much more than just the game itself. The life lessons and friendships that are made while playing the game will outlive the game and can last a lifetime.
Welcome back in to the Max Stern Athletic Center. Yehoshua Segal, Zach Tuchman here. Championship Sunday, the Manhattanville Valiants taking on the number 20 ranked in the nation, number 3 seed in the SKYLINE, Yeshiva University Maccabees.
Yeah, we're looking forward to a great game here. I'm looking forward to what's going to come out from the tip. A lot of times, Championship Sunday, teams can get a little bit tight. I think Manhattanville has a little bit of the advantage here. They're the underdog. They have nothing to lose on the court. I think they're going to come out loose. We spoke to Coach Leslie about it. He said he has no problems with his players getting tight. He thinks they're going to embrace the atmosphere as any real basketball player would do. But YU, as we know, 2 years ago against Purchase, they started off a little bit slowly. Took them about 5-10 minutes to really get themselves really into the game. So that's something to look out for from the tip.
Now Mark Lassery, he's in the building waving to some fans, owner of the Milwaukee Bucks family. Well, some other special guests supposed to be arriving. We'll get to them as they make their way into the Max Stern Athletic Center.
Yeah, Rav Mordechai Willig as well right next to him. Another Rashi Yeshiva of the Y part of our school. Always great to see the celebrities come out.
Yeah, and Ennis Cantor Freedom has just entered the building. He'll get a big hand.
Yeah, the former NBA player who's waived by the Rockets earlier this year, but former first-round pick, played in the NBA.
And Amari Stoudemire making his way into the building as well. My gosh.
All the celebrities filing in with a minute to go here. Great to see them show up on time.
Yeah, everyone's got their cameras out as Celebrity Row is filling up here at the half court. All right, well, as the clock's hit 0, we'll get ready for the national anthems. As Yeshiva looks, winner of this obviously goes to D3 March Madness, going to the big dance. Yeshiva looking for their 3rd SKYLINE Conference championship in 4 years. And what a run it's been with so many of these players on their way out. Maybe the last time that so many people in this building will get to watch them live. So a lot of excitement here, and I'm sure it'll be a great one.
Yeah, people in the Heights have compared this team to the 1996 Chicago Bulls. I think that's the right year. Correct me if I'm wrong. But this might be the last dance for some of these players. Gabe Leifer coming back another year, taking off from work. Ryan Terrell potentially his last year, or still one more year of eligibility. And Eitan Halpert, all the pieces falling exactly into place at the perfect time for this Max team this season.
Yeah, the question this whole year has been, will they get hot at the right time? And right now, President Rabbi Dr. Ari Berman will grab a microphone and address this crowd. Let's tune in.
Your actions seek to exalt your name from the study halls and the lecture halls, both on and off the court. May we find favor in your eyes, and may you increase to all of your children. As the prophet Isaiah teaches, Lo Yisrael below you to nation shall not live sword against nation, neither shall they learn war anymore. May we live to see that time comes soon, and let us say, and now, Yeshiva University, welcome to the SKYLINE Championship Day! One of the greatest basketball stories in the world today is the rise of Max. As we are the flagship Jewish university, our Max are the pride of the Jewish people. Everyone here today, both in person and online, is part of this incredible journey. And we invite you to become a partner of the Max success. Go to riseup.yu.edu. Riseup.yu.edu on your phones and computers and see how you can join as a partner in this incredible story. And now, I have the pleasure to introduce a dear friend and great leader of our community. Someone who played deep grade back in his day and is the owner of the world champion Milwaukee Bucks, ladies and gentlemen, Oren.
I came today, we played last night with Nets, I don't know how we lost. So part of the reason I'm here is we actually are recruiting new players and other guys here. I can tell you as someone who's won a world championship, these guys here are champions. A lot of these guys, I love the school. Yeshiva is a big part of what I'm trying to do. So I just want to say to everybody here, you guys are really a testament to what we can do and what we can be. And I'm really proud of that. So, today's our day. And then after the championship, more and more. And then hopefully, one of you guys will be on the Milwaukee Bucks. Ladies and gentlemen, at this time we ask you to please rise as we ask Mr. Friedman, the Associate Director of the Health School of University at YU University, to sing the anthem.
Welcome back. We are getting ready. This place is extremely loud. I think it's just the best way to put it.
Yeah, this atmosphere is electric. I mean, what else do you expect for tickets that got sold out in under 1 minute on Friday?
Yeah, it was crazy. Heard lots of stories, different family members, bunch of families, everyone getting together, just trying to get their hands on a couple, 4 or 5. I mean, very hard. But everyone who was lucky enough, or who is lucky enough to be here, is really bringing the energy. It should be a fun afternoon. Winner goes on to NCAA Division III March Madness. Selection show will be tomorrow. We'll get into it over the course of the afternoon. But let's meet the starters for the visiting Manhattanville College Valiants. It'll be guards Mike Granda, Jake Dunn, and Petey Galgano, all seniors. As they've led this team for a while, they're joined by forward senior Chris Brown and by junior guard Tommy Latito.
Yeah, we spoke about this in the pregame. These guys are a little bit undersized. A lot of guards. They rely on their guards. We spoke to Coach Alessi. He said this is an advantage for their team. They like to play with their heavy guard lineup. They're going to make YU try to match them, not them match YU.
And on the other side of the floor, the YU Max are bringing out their usual 5, or at least their usual 5 for the last few games. Gabe Leifer, Ryan Terrell, Ofek Reef, Eitan Halpert, and the big man, Matan Zucker.
Yeah, so usual starters for the Max of late. So some people might know if they watch the NBA, a phenomenon known as playoff Rondo. Rajon Rondo, a solid player of late in the regular season. But in the playoffs, let's talk about championship Gabe Leifer. In his 3 championship games in his career, this is his 4th SKYLINE championship. He's nearly averaged a triple-double. His last 2 championship games against Farmingdale lost, 27 points, 15 rebounds, 8 assists. And the last championship game where he was named most outstanding player, 16 points, 24 rebounds, and 12 assists. One of his many career triple-doubles.
Yeah, in big games, we know Ryan Terrell. They say he's made in March. But we saw 2 years ago what he could do on a national stage. And it's really all-encompassing as we come back here 2 years later. This was the last game, the SKYLINE Conference Championship of 2020, March 1st, if I'm correct, was the last game in this building, last championship game in this building with fans before they went on to play without fans for the first 2 games of that tournament. And obviously, the rest is history. 2 years later, we're back. The Max with a chance to go back to the big dance. And this place is ready. We're ready. Ryan Terrell getting this crowd ready. All right, the refs are ready. The Max are ready. The Valiants are ready. We are ready. Let's do it. Championship basketball in Washington Heights. Matan Zucker pulls it down, and Ofek Reef's got it now.
Yeah, the Max tried to run their tip-off play per usual, but the Valiants were ready to go. A lot of good scouting from the Valiant side early on.
Zucker downstairs to Terrell. Terrell right underneath, and he'll go to the corner for Halpert. Halpert, corner 3, short. Rebounded by Galgano.
Yeah, we thought the Valiants weren't going to let Terrell beat them. You see, as soon as he touches the ball, a lot of extra attention, 2 people on him right from the start.
Defense chance rained down. Latito. Quick drive looking for Brown. Gets it to Galgano. Granda the 3. No good. Zucker's got it.
Great box out there by Leifer. Zucker comes in easily, swooping for the rebound. That's something to look out for early on. The Maccabees have struggled at times this season rebounding. But with a smaller team here, I expect a good rebounding performance.
Terrell. He's got one-on-one. The fade looked like he slipped. Turnaround jumper. In and out, but Matan Zucker, strong offensive rebound, and he'll go to the line for 2.
Yeah, that's why he's in there. Matan Zucker, excellent motor. He'll get every offensive rebound if he needs to. And cleaning up the Terrell miss, like you said, Terrell slipped. Threw him off a little bit, Zucker, the offensive rebound, and a rare attempt with the right hand for Zucker.
First free throws of the game. You know what that means. It's time for the trivia question. Let's take a look at tonight's trivia question of the game. Yeshiva is now competing in their 4th consecutive SKYLINE Championship game. Who was the last team to make 4 consecutive SKYLINE finals? Any guesses?
I've only been to YU a couple years. My guesses would probably be Purchase or Farmingdale would be my 2 guesses.
Yeah, they've been powerhouses for quite some time in the SKYLINE Conference. Yeshiva's first SKYLINE Conference championship came against Purchase. I was on the road. As Matan Zucker connects on both.
Zucker icing his veins early on. You can feel get the first points on the board. He shoots only about 60% from the line, but calmly hits tooth there.
Latino, guarded by Terrell. Now it's done. Dunn can score the basketball. We know that as he gets doubled quickly. Good defense by Terrell as he gets a hand. Halpert now draws the assignment. Brown against Leifer. He loses the handle. Venture gets it back and rejected by Leifer. And I think we're going to say shot clock violation. Great defense from the Maccabees.
Yeah, excellent defense there by Leifer. Everyone on the Maccabees locked in together. Mike basketball coach used to say, defense is like a fist. If you don't have all 5 fingers connected, you can't throw a punch, you're going to hurt yourself. So the Maccabees connected defensively in the man-to-man defense. Great job there.
Halpert's got it. For Leifer on the block.
Big size advantage for Leifer.
Trying to force it in, and it gets knocked away by Brown. Possession will stay with Yeshiva.
I want to see Gabe Leifer be more assertive. He can back him down, and then if you're not even going to shoot, at least draw the double team, and you're going to have wide open shooters in the corner, preferably Eitan Halpert. Gabe Leifer only 3 points last time these two teams played. There were rumors that he was a little bit under the weather, but still 3 points, not usual Gabe Leifer.
Terrell, nice move! Drops it in.
Yeah, they're going to try to get him going early. If he gets going early, it is going to be a long night here for the Manhattanville Valiants.
Max pressuring again. Latino the drive. Gives for Brown. Now it's Dunn. Dunn, step back 3, top of the key. No good. Terrell's got it.
Yeah, Dunn can shoot from anywhere. That's a good look for him. But great contest, and Ryan Terrell comes down with the board as well.
Zucker. Well, he just taking himself, gets it poked by Brown.
Yeah, that's the strategy that's been adopted by many teams. Camp out your big man in the paint and sag off of Zucker and Armstrong.
Yeah,
gives you an extra defender.
Light for big size advantage. Let's see if he uses that. He'll step out. He'll take a 3 off the mark. Latino, hard drive. No good. Terrell's got it. Zucker, Terrell, wing, 3, halfway down, can't fall for Ryan Terrell.
Yeah, this crowd is ready to explode, but regardless, Maccabee's only 4 points, but their defense so far has been swarming. Manhattanville has not gotten a good look so far.
It's been 3.5 minutes, no points for the Valiants. Delgado gives it out for Dunn. Excuse me, Grondin out for Tito. Lots of passing again, but everything is on the perimeter for the Valiants. Dunn, hard drive, runner, no good.
Gotta watch his back. Ooh. That's a missed backboard violation, I think.
Rejected by Leifer, but a foul, and Galgano will go to the line for 2.
I admire the Valiants, you gotta take it hard. That foul is going to be on number 22, Matan Zucker. Gabe Leifer, great help defense. Like we said, he steps up when his team needs him in these championship games. He's played an excellent rim protector so far in today's game.
Misses on the first. Manhattanville still scoreless.
And they just can't get on the board right now. I think this Maccabees crowd is definitely playing a part of that. It's a championship game. You know, an NCAA tournament berth is on the line. This is their first in a long time that they might be able to get to. So a lot of nerves here. But if I'm Manhattanville, I'm happy. We've gone scoreless for 4 minutes and we're only down 4 points. That's a good start for us.
Misses the second one as Leifer, the all-time Yeshiva University rebounding leader, pulls down another. Halpert for Leifer. Gabe, strong take. Doesn't go. Zucker's got it. Throws it up. Going to the line for 2. Matan Zucker has been all over the boards.
Yeah, that's why he's in there. Matan Zucker, Jordan Armstrong, they spell each other, but Matan Zucker just goes after every rebound so well. He's not the greatest threat in a one-on-one game offensively, but what he does is he cleans up the glass so well. and he'll earn himself 2 more free throws. Already made his first 2. We'll see about this trip.
He's got that one.
Yeah, he really looks locked in to go. He's getting every single board. He's locked in on defense, and he's 3 for 3 from the line so far. It's exactly what you want to set the tone for the rest of your team. When someone is hungry, the whole team, it's infectious.
Yeah, he's 4 for 4 from the line early on.
Yeah, you can just see which kind of people on both teams. Some people are a little bit more nervous, some people a little bit more aggressive. But Tannenbaum looks like he's come out with a mission, and he is executing that so far.
Done for Latito. Quick cross now, it's inside, that's Giordano. Tries to put it up over Lifer, good defense, and another foul. It's gonna go against Galgano as Matan Zucker grabbed another rebound.
Yeah, it's great defense by Gabe Lifer. I've complimented him on this in the past, but he knows how tall he is. He knows he doesn't need to go for the block, he just goes straight up, and it's really hard for the defenders, especially when they're a few inches shorter than him, to really shoot over him. It's just, even if he's not getting a block in the stat sheet, he alters almost every single shot.
Zucker already with 4 rebounds. Terrell draws done. Trying to shake him, gets Zucker now around to Reef. Lifer backing down his man. 6 on the shot clock. Corner, Reef for 3. Short.
He had Ryan Terrell in front of him. He went Reef opposite corner, both good looks. Ofek Reef, I'm happy that he shot that with a lot of confidence.
Latito, nice. Finds for the cut in Galgano, but now goes back out. Latito again. Runner, no good. Terrell, another rebound.
Ooh, he's hurt. That's not good. They're going to stop the game here.
As they should, it looked like he rolled his ankle. He's holding that right ankle.
Yeah, we really hope he's okay. Tommy Latito, the best player on this Valiants team. We're going to send it to commercial break here. We'll be back with you in a few.
Hey Max fans, this is Joseph Gittler, YU class of 1996, founder and chairman of Leked Israel. The skies are reopening, so come and volunteer with us in Israel as soon as you make it here. Please also consider supporting us as you think about your charity. And of course, go Max!
Welcome back, Yehoshua, Segal, Zach Tuchman, Max by 6, 14:38 to play in the first half with a SKYLINE Conference Championship on the line. I think the story early on has been great defense on the Max, but shots still going to fall. Just 1 field goal
for both
Ryan
teams.
Terrell and for the Max as a whole.
Yeah, for both teams. We said Matan Zucker 4 for 4 from the line. And like you said, 1 field goal for Ryan Terrell, 0 field goals for Manhattanville. But more importantly, for Manhattanville, Tommy Latito, arguably their best player, one of the top players in the SKYLINE Conference. We're happy to see good sign for him. He walked up under his own power with the trainer. Definitely possible that he comes back for this game. We would not rule it out. That kid is a competitor and a warrior. Trying to fix the game clock right now.
Yeah, the clock continues to run, but no action at the moment.
Yeah, if I'm Manhattanville, I'm actually happy. If I'm going to score 0 points for 5.5 minutes, I'm expecting to be down by 10, 12, 15 points. I'm only down 6. And YU hasn't scored a bucket yet, or only one bucket. I'm feeling good about myself.
Reef for Halpert. Halpert, wing, 3! Yes, sir!
Hey, you don't want to leave him open. Eitan Halpert missed his first one. That one will go, and if he can hit his shot, they'll open up so much more space for Gabe Layford operating the post, and Ryan Terrell as well in one-on-one situations.
9-0 Maccabees. Goes to the corner, that's Granda. Good defense by Halpert. Giordano now on the block again. Baby hook, yes.
Yeah, that's the size off the bench. They have 2 players, Jackson Leach and Giordano, both 6'5". They don't start, but they bring size off the bench. They're going to have to play them a lot more minutes than they usually do if they want to compete with the Max's size.
Terrell for Zucker, now it's Life for the Reef.
That should calm the nerves as well for Manhattanville. Always good to see the first bucket go through.
Terrell, top of the key, I think he was hit. No call. Terrell laughing it off. He looks at Dunn and he goes, hey, you know you got me.
Replay Terrell looks like he got hit. The referees are not going to try to give you the call if you're going to try to initiate the contact. And Terrell kind of altered his shot to try to get the foul.
For more Mike Gronda, let's send it over to SJ.
Last game, we spoke about teams adjusting their practice schedules in February to stay healthy, but sometimes it takes a lot more than a light practice schedule to get on the floor. It takes heart. The Valiants' fifth-year guard, Mike Gronda, has plenty of heart to spare, as he has worked harder than any other player on the court to be able to play this season. After tearing his Achilles last year, Gronda worked the entire offseason to be able to play at a high level and returned day one just 8.5 months after he got hurt. To put that into context, the average NBA player takes about a year to return from a similar injury. Additionally, Gronda is playing tonight with a possible fracture in his shooting elbow. It's an inspiration to see him out in the court for the last SKYLINE Conference game of his college career. Back to you guys in the booth.
Thank you, SJ. You can hit him up on Instagram at Sideline Suits, always coming with the best fits all season long.
Like we said, when we spoke to Coach Alessi, he told us that he might have a fracture in his shooting elbow. I can't imagine it's easy to shoot basketball, but like we're going to see with Latito, these kids are warriors out here. They know this could be their last game of their career. They're going to leave it all out on the court.
Good cut by Dunn, better defense by Zucker. Zucker, Halpert, another three, had him flying, now it's Reef. Lots of spin moves, finds Terrell. Back to Reef, wide open, three! Too strong.
Yeah, he's missed his first two now, but those are excellent looks for Ofer Grief. He's going to hit those more often than not. Both looked right on the basket.
Glasgow pops off the bench, is done, strong cake. 5-point, Valiants behind.
Yeah, Jake Dunn, excellent shooter, as we saw before. He definitely has range, but he can get the ball to the basket because of that threat very easily, and a lot of burst from Jake Dunn in that play. Life for big size advantage again.
Gives for Reef, count the bucket, and one for Ofer Grief.
Great pass there by Lifer. Giordano had to come over with the help, and they had double team, and Ofer Grief sneaks behind for 2 points and the foul.
Well, with YU back at the line, let's take a look at the answer to our trivia question. Again, the trivia question was the last SKYLINE team to make 4 consecutive SKYLINE finals, and the answer is Purchase. Zach, that was one of your guesses. Purchase College made 5 straight from 2009 to 2014, winning 4 of those. Good defense. Halpert comes away with the steal. Finds Reef. Reef again underneath. Can't get it to go, but grabs his own miss. Triple teamed, quadruple teamed, and it goes off for the Valiants as Jackson Leach couldn't pick it up. And Yeshiva will keep the ball.
That's exactly what you want to see on the Max. It's 1 Ofer Grief on the Maccabees and 4 Valiants. Ofer Grief forces the ball to go off the Valiants, gets another possession for his team.
Reef to inbound. Lifer against Giordano. Goes up strong. Comes away with it stuffed behind from Yetman.
Again, you see that the Maccabees are getting most of the loose balls here. Very impressive, showing their heart early on.
Leach, Giordano, up top, reset, it's Maestre. Leach taken away by Reef in the open floor. One man to beat, goes up, and he finishes. Ofer Grief high flying.
Yeah, Ofer Grief, great job using the inside hand, the right hand on the left side, avoiding the shot block, getting up just quick enough before he can contest.
And we cannot say enough about the Max defense. That has been one of the concerns this season, and oh boy, are they showing up right here.
Yeah, they are everywhere. It has not been the Manhattanville offense. It's been the Maccabees defense. They haven't even gotten a good look. And checking into the game, who else? The Bun, Jordan Armstrong, a fan favorite.
Yeah, the Bun has come alive here down the stretch. I mean, when he was moved to the bench, I don't know if he took it personally or he liked the matchups better, but oh my gosh, has he been balling.
Yeah, and I mean here tonight with a huge size advantage, I expect him to just camp out in the paint and block some shots back.
Goes to the corner. Leach thinks about it, flies in, And they're going to get a blocking foul as Leach goes down hard as he took in the 3 max defenders at the same time.
Yeah, I think YU learned from their Illinois Wesleyan game that they are going to bring a physical style of play, and that does not exist in the SKYLINE conference for the most part. But you've seen a couple of Valiants take some hard falls here. Thankfully, they're okay. But that's going to be a great take there by Jackson Leach. He's going to go to the line. It's a first foul on Ethan Lasko. Just checked into the game. Jackson Leach is going to catch his breath here. Once again, a lot of size off the bench with him and Giordano. Let's see if they can capitalize on the line.
Leach misses on his first. Valiants 0 for 3 here from the strike.
Yeah, I mean, that's
on.
been the story early on. The Valiants are 0 for 3. Yeshiva is 5 for 5. Matan Zucker 4 for 4. And I mean, that's a 5-point spread right there. And that's a 10-point game. It could be a lot closer if Manhattanville hit their shots at the line.
Leach in and out again as Halpert runs the point for the Maccabees. Terrell gives for Lasko, bit careless. And now a foul against Chris Maestre.
That's a smart play there by Ethan Lasko. First off, he let the ball go into the backcourt knowing it was deflected. Very smart play there. And then using the heady play, he knows Maestre kind of cornered him in and just kind of forces him to force him out and draws the foul. Great play when he was in a bad position. That's the 15th foul. They got to be careful.
Yeah, last thing you want to do is start putting Yeshiva at the free throw line. Goes to the corner. Halpert stuffs it in for Leifer, who's rejected. I think we're going to get a jump. Yeah, that's the call. Possession arrow pointing in the Valiant's direction.
Yeah, I think both of the interior defense has been great so far. Gabe Leifer has been trying to go up strong, but Giordano and Leach have been there to meet him at the summit every time. And on the other end, it's been Leifer, Armstrong, and Zucker making sure the Valiants get no points inside. It's been great. Everyone's been locked in defensively on both teams so far.
Maestre gets it done. Oh, Giordano, power move underneath. 8-point lead for the Max.
Yeah, he had the baby hook before, and that one as well. Going to work on Gabe Leifer. We saw Mount St. Vincent try to take advantage of Leifer one-on-one in the post. And I mean, the Valiants have tried to do that as well here with Giordano, and it's worked out for 2 of their buckets.
Valiants in their true 3 zone. Lasko around the corner. It goes to Leifer. Halpert, he'll take it, pulls the trigger, deep 3, he connects!
Yeah, Eitan Halpert didn't play the last time these 2 teams played. I think he's fired up to play here, and his pump fake has worked to perfection almost every single time. Leads Division III among qualified players in 3-point percentage. He is an absolute sniper from downtown.
Leach, ooh, good footwork. As Armstrong got called on the foul, Leach to the line.
Yeah, great move there by Leach. He took it on Lasko before. This time he takes it one-on-one with Armstrong. Armstrong he's not comfortable outside of the paint near the 3-point line. So if they can draw him out on the catch, there Jackson Leach can have a much easier time driving around him. And he's been incredible, Leach, of late. Only averages 7 points a game, but in the playoffs, in the quarterfinals, he had 11.7 rebounds, and against Farmingdale, 17.6 rebounds, 2 assists, and 0 turnovers. Just an unbelievable player in the playoffs for this run.
NCSY Summer is the premier summer trip provider for Jewish teens across the world. With over 20-plus programs spanning the U.S., Israel, and Europe, NCSY Summer is a program for you. Visit summer.ncsy.org to learn more and choose your summer experience today.
Yeah, as expected, Tommy Latito, he's not going to miss the rest of this game. He comes back in only a few minutes after what looked like could have been a very bad ankle turn.
Halpert forcing to Terrell. Terrell lived on the baseline against Manhattanville the first go-around, and now he gets it back. He's got his matchup he likes. He's going to the work.
Excellent defense on Terrell.
Leifer, the 3, short. Shot clock is winding down, how to throw it up there.
Yeah, but excellent defense. They've really committed to making sure Ryan Terrell's not going to beat them here. Starting off slow, he's 1 for 4, and I mean, he really has not gotten any space. They've played excellent defense so far.
We've seen Terrell a lot of this year either have a great first half, also maybe have a great second half. He'll start figuring them out, and we know his sharp shooting is on its way. Giordano, elbow, no, Armstrong's got it.
Good defense there again by the Max. Both these teams have really come out to play. That's what you expect in a championship game. Both these teams know that it starts on the defensive end, and that's exactly what both these coaches probably preached in the locker room pregame.
Leifer downstairs for Armstrong, loses the handle, turnover.
pass there by Leifer again. Armstrong just the power dribble, loses the handle, and like I said before, the interior defense on both sides has been really good so far. Whoever can hit more outside shots, I think, is going to take advantage and try to grow this lead, or for Manhattanville cut the lead.
Giordano again, this is where a lot of their points have come from. Left-hand scoop is good, 7-point.
Yeah, he's been a problem so far. He's got 6 points, showed us the baby hook, shows the right hand, then shows us the left hand there as well.
Reef taken away, good defense from P.D. Galgano.
Yeah, Galgano, he's not very tall, but they've matched up on Leifer, they've matched up on Terrell. That's good foul on Armstrong. Giordano is really a problem right now. YU's gonna have to make some adjustments on him. Maybe front him, maybe send a double, or fake a double. But Manhattanville, it took them a few minutes to get their sea legs, but now that they're in the game, they've looked a lot sharper. And like I said before, YU probably should have taken advantage of them not scoring for the first 5-6 minutes, because now they're a good team. They don't really turn the ball over. They have the least amount of turnovers per game in the SKYLINE Conference. This team is going to cut into this lead. They shot really well against Farmingdale. I expect the same here going forward.
They try to force it right back, and Zucker, good defense. It'll stay with the Valiants.
Yeah, Matan Zucker, he's been the story so far. He's got 5 rebounds to go along with his 4 points. He's played really well. And they finally put him back in the game. Armstrong with 2 fouls. That would be why I expect Matan Zucker to probably play the rest of the first half.
Out of bounds again. Both teams with 5 fouls. So each with 1 more to give before they hit the bonus.
Yeah, it's something to keep an eye on. Granda has 2 fouls as well. That's why he's not on the court right now. So some big players for both these teams sitting on the bench for possibly the rest of the half.
Great to see Tommy Latito back out there. As Bielenda, corner 3, no, Terrell the rebound. That's his 4th.
That's a great pass by Latito to Belinda, but cannot hit it.
Halpern. He can really shoot it from anywhere if he wants.
He's already got 2.
He'll get it back in the corner as Terrell calling for it. Now Reef's got it.
Like I said, big size advantage for Terrell. He's got at least 6 inches, maybe more.
6 on the shot clock. Patesh, will he pull? No, it's Reef. Baseline drive, throws it up, no good. And out of bounds, that's off the Valiants. 6 with Yeshiva.
Yeah, great call, and I love the sportsmanship there by Ofek Reef pulling up Belinda as soon as he goes to the floor. Always love to see that. But again, the Valiants have had a hard time securing rebounds. They've forced a lot of misses. They've played great defense. I can't remember the last time I've seen the Maccabees take this many shots with under 10 or under 5 on the shot clock. They've done an excellent job here. Coach Alessi came in with a great game plan. They've been executing it so far.
Terrell catches it. He fires off the mark.
Excellent box out there on Matan Zucker. They made sure he's not going to get that rebound. 2 Valiants boxed him out there. Excellent job.
Latito pull up from the elbow is true.
Yeah, he's going to hit that more times than not. Tommy Latito, best player on the team. Leading scorer. It's a very balanced scoring attack. Anyone could beat you on this team. But Latito gets his first bucket. Great to see him. He looks right back to 100%.
Mac's offense has been stagnant. Patesh for Zucker. Trying to find Terrell, goes corner for Halpert. He'll pull it, no good.
Yeah, the Valiants are on the catch. Great steal by Halpert there.
Halpert for Zucker, flies in. Halpert can't put it home, sloppy basketball. As that's the wrong call. They might overturn that. Not sure, no, they're gonna say it's off the Yeshiva. Listen.
Yeah, you'll see on our replay, it's a close call. Ofek Reef might have hit that one out. Maybe Giordano. Really hard to tell, but Ryan Terrell checking out. He's not looked great here so far. 1 for 5 to start. And I mean, the Maccabees are fortunate to be up by 5.
Leifer pokes it, goes up, no, comes down. So now
pass.
taken away by Reef. A lot of sloppy basketball going on as Halpert gets it 2 big steps. He's fouled to go to the line.
Yeah, great job there by Eitan Halpert. Drawing the contact, knew he was probably not going to be able to get to the rim before the defender, but just great pass by Ofek Reef, springing him. Eitan Halpert 2 big steps, like you said, and draws the foul. He'll go to the line for 2. He's the best free throw shooter on the max among qualified shooters. He shoots a little bit over 81%. Always reliable Eitan Halpert. He's got 6 early points to lead the way. I think it's 7.
I'd like to take a moment to tell you, all of our listeners, about the incredible organization. It's called Daily Giving, and it was started by YU alumni. Daily Giving is an easy way to guarantee yourself the mitzvah tzedakah every day for as little as $1. What can you buy today for $1? That's only relevant when it's a loan. By combining your dollar with almost 10,000 Jews from across the globe, you can now impact millions of lives. Daily Giving is already donating over $3.3 million a year. Now, for just $1, you can support more organizations than ever before. Every day, Daily Giving distributes all the money to different incredible Jewish organizations like HAS, Lekket, MCSY, United Hatzalah, Israel Tzion, Yachad, Amudim, YU Connection, Pantry Packers, to name a few. Please go to dailygiving.org, not .com. That's dailygiving.org and join. From now on, every morning you wake up, it will already be 1-0. You will absolutely love being part of this. Go to dailygiving.org to join today. Max by 7.
Great defense again. And you saw a flash on the screen a few seconds ago, but Ofek Reef leading the way. 3 steals early on. This Maccabees defense has been everywhere. Very important considering the offense has been stagnant, like you said.
Leifer, he's lived here in the paint the last few games, but shuffles the feet and turns it over.
Yeah, crowd doesn't like it. I happen to think that was a good call. Leifer, as you'll see here, kind of stumbles, picks up the pivot foot by accident. That's going to be going down. The Valiants are hanging around here. It's exactly where you want to be on the road. Especially with one of your better players, Grand on the bench with 2 fouls. Just stem the tide while you can.
Terrell almost comes away with it. Now he does. Open floor. It's Terrell. Good defense.
Look at that hustle there by Belinda. Terrell was about ready for takeoff, but Belinda just comes out of nowhere, knocks down out of bounds, and now the defense can set up. That's very important. The Valiants have had a lot of live ball turnovers here in the first half. They have to be careful because YU is lethal in transition, but great play there by Belinda. He's showed a lot of poise off the bench.
Terrell, quick break. I wonder what he does now that he's back on the floor, what they went over on the sideline. Leifer, good defense by Brown. He's searching for his shot, puts it up, no good.
Yeah, the defense on the interior, once again, has been incredible. Ofek Reef all over the place.
And that stays with the Max as Belinda hits it out of bounds.
I don't know if that's going to count as a steal, but Ofek Reef is everywhere. And I think the Maccabees have seen something. Coach Alessi is not happy, but they have turned the ball over a lot of times after securing rebounds. Maccabees have gotten a lot of extra possessions that way.
And timeout, Manhattanville, 7-point Yeshiva lead. And we'd like to take this opportunity to tell you about something else, Klipped. When the law said that your clips were in danger on the basketball court, we were the first to build them into our kippas. And today, we're the first choice for custom kippas and apparel. We give children, families, and organizations the means to show the world who they are. Klipped is the official kippah provider for Yeshiva University Maccabees. Show who you are, no matter what. .455 to play. Let's reset it for you. It has been all defense. As you see there, Amari Stoudemire in the building.
Yeah, speaking of defense, former NBA All-Star Amari Stoudemire in the building. Getting a good look at him with the courtside seats next to Professor Phil Rosen, I believe. Could be wrong.
You're also sitting next to Ennis Cantor, Freedom.
A lot of size that the Valiants might want down low.
Overrated chance coming in from the Valiants bench.
Yeah, the Maccabees section does not like that one. I think Terrell's going to take that one personally.
Yeah, let's see. Will it be those overrated chants that ends up being the story here this afternoon?
Don't want to add any motivation, any added motivation to people that are already motivated.
Done. Gives to Maestre. Brown, big move, rejected by Gabe Leifer.
Yeah, it's just not going to happen inside for both these teams today. The interior defense has just been exquisite. I think it's going to have to be go inside then go back outside because nothing is happening in the paint for either side.
Yeah, they keep... Terrell, the jumper, halfway down, and boy, they are getting in his head.
Yeah, you see every time he misses, the Manhattanville crowd is pointing right straight at the student section here for Yeshiva.
The Yeshiva fans answering with a 51 as he had his 51-point performance, and that's a travel. Maestre shuffles the feet.
That's a good call. For those looking at home who just might have turned on the game, you might think, oh my God, it's a low-scoring game, but this has been a defensive battle. Don't think that the teams have not played well offensively. Both teams have been locked in defensively, and it's just been an incredible game to watch.
Lifer. Good find for Reef underneath. No good as Terrell pulls it down. Goes up strong, and he'll go to the line for 2.
Yeah, well, this is very important for Ryan Terrell. He started off the game now 1 for 7. He shoots about 80% from the line, and he's going to have a chance. That's his 5th rebound. So he's not, just because he's not scoring does not mean he's not providing elsewhere. But Ryan Terrell, a lot of times scorers, they need to see the ball go through the basket. Ryan Terrell, a great opportunity to hit 1 or maybe 2 at the line. Maybe that'll get his confidence going into the end of the first half.
Yeah, he sinks the first. 20-12,
Yeah,
3:21
big
to
sigh
play.
of relief there by Ryan Terrell. Hits the first free throw. Calm the nerves a little bit. Of course, Championship Sunday. Everyone's got to be a little bit nervous, a little bit on edge with what's at stake here. So Ryan Terrell hits the first free throw. Let's see if this gets him going.
Yeah, Terrell hits the pair. Max back up by 9. Top of the key, no good for Dunn. As Leach now on the interior gives for Brown. Hard drive, and he converts.
Yeah, so Brown, when he was just going in the post, he was having a hard time getting around Gabe Leifer, but they gave him the ball at the elbow. He has not shot that yet. I would like to see him shoot that if he can. But with a little bit of a runway, he blows right by Gabe Leifer, and he does not contest. That might be a flop warning or travel.
Terrell, they're going to get a jump ball.
Coach Alessi looking for a travel. That was a travel. I guess they called the jump ball first. That's going to stay with the Maccabees. Maccabees are in the bonus, something to keep an eye on. That's the first half.
Halftime show coming up. Stay tuned. Joining us in the booth will be Bucks owner Mark Lassery.
It should be exciting. Looking forward in 2 minutes and 46 seconds. Let's see if the Macs can close out this half strong. Always important to close out halves strong. Well, we spoke to Coach Alessi about how he really wanted to break down the game. He said it's better. He said Yeshiva is so good. It's really important for us to break down the game. It's really 8 5-minute quarters. Not really quarters, into eighths. So they've been doing pretty well. The first 5 minutes wasn't so great, but the last 2 quarters of 5 minutes has been good.
Lifer up top for Reef. Zucker. And boy, these fans are jawing from across the gym. As Terrell gets it back.
Sees the clock.
Terrell pull up top of the key. Banks it in. Another one goes down for Ryan Terrell.
I thought the bank is open on Sunday in the Max Star Athletic Center. Ryan Terrell, desperation heave at the end of the shot clock to get that one to go. He's now hit his 2 free throws and hits his next shot. He can get hot in a hurry. They better be careful.
Max back up by 9. Leach won't answer, but now it's Latito. Back downstairs to Leach.
Another turnover for this team.
Good defense from Terrell as well. Halpert in transition gives to Reef. Now it's Lifer. Terrell wants it back. He goes against Dunn. Gives out for Reef. Corner Halpert.
Yeah, Terrell was upset at Zucker there. He brought an extra defender over there unnecessarily. Great take in by Leach again. Unbelievable interior defense.
Yeah, he takes it away. Minute and a half to play in this first half.
I want to see Latino look more to score. He's been trying to pass too much in this first half.
Latino, a little hesitation. Nice move.
Yeah, as I said, time to Latino. It's his second bucket. He's been really unselfish, but his teammates have let him down with a couple turnovers. Latino can get going. He's been open, but he's been reluctant to shoot. I think he's going to start shooting more.
Zucker not on the same page with Terrell as he throws it out of bounds. And Coach Steinmetz will take a quick 30-second timeout, talk things over as we send it to break. Welcome back into the Max Third Athletic Center. Yehoshua Segal, Zach Tuchman, Championship Sunday with a berth to the NCAA Division III men's basketball big dance on the line.
Yeah, YU's defense has really stepped up here. They're only shooting 24% from the field. This is a team that shoots over 50%, close to 60% on the season. They're shooting 2 for 11 from 3, but the foul shots has been a problem all year. 9 for 9 in this game, and the biggest game of the year. They have come to play at the foul line, 9 for 9. So Look for YU's percentage to tick up in the second half. They've also been forced 11 turnovers. Manhattanville, 12 turnovers a game, almost reaching that number in the first half. That's something they got to fix going forward.
Zucker, good defense, deflected out of bounds. A lot of deflections, a lot of tight defense on both ends of the floor. Inbound goes to Dunn. Tito for Leach. He shuffled his feet, and that's a travel.
That's another one. It's the 12th turnover for the Valiants. If there is one silver lining, that one is not a live ball turnover. They're going to be able to set their defense, which has been incredible in the first half. It's been both defenses. The YU defense has really given them the lead, and the Valiants defense has really kept them in this game.
We're under a minute as Leifer picks it up.
I want to see Max go 2 for 1 if they can. Maybe shoot in the next 5 seconds.
Terrell. Oh, turnaround goes down. Ryan Terrell.
That's now 2 in a row for Terrell. I think that's going to silence the overrated chance for a little while.
Yeah, puts him at 8 first half points. So a bit of a quiet half. But he might not even be done in this first half.
Yeah, only 4 Maccabees have taken a shot in this first half, and no one has shot a good percentage.
Rejected, good defense as Halpern and Leifer collapsed. Leach. 5 on the shot clock. An array of spin moves, no good. And now Leifer gets to his 7 seconds.
5 on the clock.
Halpern looking to push. He pulls up for 3. In and out, no good as we head to halftime. Max by 9. SKYLINE Conference Championship. We're joined by Milwaukee Bucks owner Mark Lassery. Coming up right after this.
Did you know that 90% of low back pain and sciatica can be treated without surgery? After a detailed evaluation, our physical therapists use gentle, hands-on techniques to alleviate most forms of low back pain. Our physicians have expertise in medication management, as well as a variety of interventional techniques, including trigger point injections. By utilizing a combination of these options, we can help you today. PM&R, the proud sponsor of Yeshiva University Athletics. Let us help you reach your goals at one of our 5 locations in New York and New Jersey.
Hey Max fans, this is Joseph Gittler, founder and chairman of Leked Israel, YC class of 96. It's citrus season in Israel. We need to rescue millions of pounds of these citrus fruit to feed the needy just over the next few months. So please give us a hand. Help the winning team, Leked Israel, and the other winning team. Go Max!
At the PMR Center, we strive to find the right physical therapy and hand therapy program for you. PM&R, the proud sponsor of Yeshiva University Athletics. Let us help you reach your goals at one of our 5 locations in New York and New Jersey.
For Kennedy, but take it back by Leifer. Give it to Terrell. Terrell! It's Ryan Terrell, 2 more!
And welcome back into the Max Stern Athletic Center. Yehoshua Segal alongside Zach Tuchman. And we're here at halftime. Max with a 9-point lead with the SKYLINE Conference Championship on the line. We have the privilege now of being joined by Milwaukee Bucks championship winning Milwaukee Bucks owner Mark Lassery with us. Thank you so much for coming out this afternoon. Thank you so much for joining us here at Max Live.
No, thank you. It's a pleasure to be here.
If we could just talk for a second. We just said Milwaukee Bucks, we know they're the defending champs. Yeshiva University also defending champs of the SKYLINE Conference. What does it take for a team to be a championship contender and to really put it all together?
You know what it takes. It takes hard work, takes dedication and just sacrifice. I mean, you got to want to win, and you got to put in the time, and that even when things aren't working out, you got to just keep on plugging, and you're seeing it today. I mean, I don't think this has been a great half, but everybody's still playing hard defense, and everybody still is making sure that they're doing the right thing, and that's what you got to do, and that's what the Macs are doing.
Yeah, transitioning over to the Macs. When exactly did you start following this team? Like, I mean, it's been all over the news. When exactly did you start following closely with this team?
So I started following them about a year ago, and I brought the team out to Milwaukee. I brought the players and the coach for them to meet our team, and they had a great time. We had a great time. And then as they've been doing well, our team's been following them, and we ended up sending them a championship flag and sort of do all these things. You know, there's a respect for excellence, and that's what the Bucks have.
Yeah, maybe we can get a Bucks Yeshiva scrimmage, maybe going.
You could. I don't know how good it would be.
We'll take Giannis. So
you'll take Giannis? Is that what we'll do? All right.
And can you speak? I mean, you just said you've interacted with them plenty. You flew them out last year for a game. Can you talk about their character and what you've seen from this team, what you've learned from them?
You know, look, I think they're great guys, and you know, it's hard, I think, being Jewish, being Orthodox, and at the same time doing all these other things. And I was just impressed with their character, with who they were, and the dedication, the sacrifice that they have to do all the things they're doing. So I thought that was phenomenal, and you know, I wanted to try to be a part of that.
Well, we thank you so much for joining us. We thank you so much for coming out. Stay tuned on the other side of the break. More halftime show coming up.
Did you know that 90% of low back pain and sciatica can be treated without surgery? After a detailed evaluation, our physical therapists use gentle, hands-on techniques to alleviate most forms of low back pain. Our physicians have expertise in medication management, as well as a variety of interventional techniques, including trigger point injections. By utilizing a combination of these options, we can help you today. PM&R, the proud sponsor of Yeshiva University Athletics. Let us help you reach your goals at one of our 5 locations in New York and New Jersey.
Hey Max fans, this is Joseph Gittler, founder and chairman of Leked Israel, YC class of 96. It's citrus season in Israel. We need to rescue millions of pounds of these citrus fruit to feed the needy just over the next few months. So please give us a hand. Help the winning team, Leked Israel, and the other winning team. Go Mac!
Baruchim Habayim. Welcome to Yeshiva University, where our core Torah values shape everything we do and guide us toward a better tomorrow. In the classroom and the lab, in the Beit Midrash, on the court, on Shabbat, and all around the city, New York City. Grow at your own pace with smaller class sizes, research opportunities on and off campus, over 150 clubs, 15 D3 NCAA teams, and top-tier internships at companies like Bloomberg, Google, and Facebook. Our bite is your bite. When it's time to play, and when it's time to pray. When you have a craving, when you need a break, when you celebrate, and when you shine. Come on in and meet your chavruta, your teammates, your professors, this guy. Connect with people from down the street and from down under. With over 80% of students receiving financial aid, Yeshiva University distributes more than $45 million annually to ensure that a YU education is affordable for all. Make YU your home base and you've got all the bases covered. From first base to playing base. From this kind of base to the base medrash.
Come on, that's a stretch.
You can get where you're going faster with our Pathways programs, dual degrees, and partnerships. And when you're ready for the workforce, we've got you covered with a network of over 70,000 alumni. An astounding 94% of students are employed in grad school or both within 6 months of graduation. We are student-driven, outcome-driven, value-driven, deeply rooted, and forward-focused. Oh, and we also have all this. What are you waiting for? Experience YU and step into your future.
Welcome back in to the Max Stern Athletic Center. It's halftime. Max by 9. As we'll wrap things up from the first half. We'll get you set for the second half. But first, Klipped. When the law said that your clips were a danger on the basketball court, we were the first to build them into our kippahs. And today, we are the first choice for custom kippahs and apparel. We give children, families, and organizations a means to show the world who they are. Klipped is the official kippah provider to the Yeshiva University Max. Show who you are, no matter what. It's now time to take a look at the Leket Israel halftime stats. Halftime stats are brought to you by Leket Israel. Leket Israel, rescuing nutritious surplus food for Israelis in need.
Yeah, I mean, the Leket Israel first half stats, as you see on the screen, has been tenacious defense all over. Not on the screen, 12 turnovers for Manhattanville. They average 12 turnovers a game. But the shooting percentages for Yeshiva, it's 25.9. It was down to as low as 24 points in the first half. And Manhattanville, 37% from the field and 0 for 4 from 3. Both these teams shooting terrible percentages from 3. YU 2 for 12 and Manhattanville 0 for 4. Both these teams have played great defense. If that keeps up, I expect the team to shoot better in the second half. Both teams to shoot a little better in the second half. I assume the coaches will make adjustments based on what they saw in the first half. And I mean, Ryan Terrell, he started off really slow. We've seen this a couple times, maybe not as slow as today, but started off slow. He missed a bunch of his first shots, and he's made his last two and hit 2 free throws in a row. So he has 6 points, and he's hit his last 2 shots. So look for him to get going in the second half.
Yeah, and again, it's just funny because pregame and all our prep and all our pregame show, one of the last things we were thinking about was, will defense really play this big of a role? And my gosh, literally two powerhouses on offense. The Max, we know what they could do. And the Valiants, I know we haven't seen it so much, but they could shoot the lights out if they get hot too. Yeah, they shot really well against Farmingdale. We mentioned in the pregame they shot 71% from the field in the second half. If they shoot 71% from the field in the second half here today, the Max are definitely in trouble. But another interesting note I touched on in the first half, the Maccabees, only 4 players on the team have taken a field goal in the first half. You have Ryan Charles taking 9, Opek Reef was 7, Eitan Halpert 5, and Gabe Light for a bagel, 0 for 6. He didn't play well last time against his team, and we talked about this as one of the keys to the game. The Maccabees taking advantage of the Manhattanville smaller lineup. Jordan Armstrong hasn't taken a shot. He has 2 fouls. Matan Zucker has been a beast on the boards, but has not taken a field goal, 4 free throws. And then Gabe Light for 0 for 6 from the field, 0 points, 3 rebounds.
and 3 turnovers as well. Very uncharacteristic for him in the first half.
Well, there you have it. That's your halftime show. We've got more action. Second half coming up with a chance. The winner goes on to the D3 Big Dance. It'll be exciting. Don't go anywhere. And welcome back in to the Max Stern Athletic Center. I'm Yehoshua Segal, joined by the one and only Zach Tuchman. It's 25-16, Yeshiva in front.
Yeah, it's not the score I think we were expecting. We were probably expecting a first half score maybe in the 30s, maybe in the 40s. But Manhattanville has come to play on the defensive end, and the shots have just not been falling. If they were, I mean, they would be ahead by plenty of points. But the YU defense really stepped up. We'll say it again. The defenses for both these teams has really kept each other in the game.
Yeah, and on top of that, I think, as we mentioned in the pregame, so much about this YU team has been, will they get hot at the right moment? And since that St. Joseph's Connecticut game where they knocked off the number 5 team in the nation, that has really been, have they finally hit their stride? And over the last 3-4 games, it's exactly what we've seen. And maybe a question mark or two after this first half, but that's why this second half is now so important heading in to a potential NCAA Division III tournament.
Yeah, I think you mentioned it. This team was kind of sleepwalking in some first halves, kind of turned it on in the second half of a couple of games earlier. I think the Illinois Wesleyan game, I think it really had a little bit of a wake-up call that they're not as great as the headlines were telling them that they were. And then they slept-walk through a couple more SKYLINE Conference games, and next thing you know, they lost 2 SKYLINE Conference games. But I think that St. Joe's Connecticut game, it really put the focus back on the goal of winning a championship. They realized they couldn't just sleepwalk and score 90 points. You're not the Kansas City Chiefs. You can't just turn on the light switch when you want to. You have to play rock-solid defense. That's how they got to the tournament. That's how they were successful in the tournament 2 years ago. It wasn't not only they scored 100 points. If they were locking down, they were game planning for their opponents, and they were playing excellent defense. And that's what you see here today. I really like what I'm seeing. If the defense is playing well, I know the offense will come at some point. That's more important here for the Max.
Well, it all comes down to this. Second half SKYLINE Championship basketball. Again, it was mentioned here, we're in the Max Stern Athletics Center, the last home game that will be played for many of these seniors. And the support around this team throughout the community, from the students to fans at home to high schoolers, whoever it is, it has been quite a ride. And for many people witnessing them for the last time in person.
Former President Richard Joel joining the festivities next to Mordechai Willig and Rabbi Dr. President Ari Berman.
Valiants will get the ball as soon as everyone finds their seats, so there's room for them to inbound. And here we go. Second half basketball is underway.
Look for Granda to get a shot early on. He had 2 quick fouls. Didn't really play most of the first half.
Galgano gives for Latito, who runs right around him. As Granda thinks about the 3, he'll reset it. 10 on the shot clock. Galgano No, that's a corner three. Doesn't go down for Granda. Turnover as it hits what we like to call the raft of the sixth defender, however you put it.
Yeah, good defense once again by the Max. Great defense, everyone moving their feet side to side, and that's a tough shot for Granda. The Manhattanville 0 for 5 now from three-point range. The Maxes have been everywhere.
Zucker surveying his options.
Yeah, Chris Brown just letting him roam around on the outside if he wants to.
That's Leifer. Reef will take the baseline, running floater, no good. Gets his own miss though. And now gives for Zucker.
Oh, Zucker's got to shoot that. He didn't know where he was.
Gives to Terrell.
Long
three from the wing. Bottom, Ryan Terrell.
It only took one shot. Coach Alessi has seen this movie before. He's not interested in letting Ryan Terrell take over the second half.
It's a 30-second timeout as Coach Alessi will talk things over. Let's take a little bit of a deeper dive into Yeshiva University's history in the SKYLINE Conference Championship.
Yeah, I mean, they've been in the championship now 4 of the last 5 years. They went on the road in their first championship game. They played Purchase College. They came up with a win on the road. Justin Hode came up big in that game, 6 for 6 from three-point range, 18 points. And then we said Gabe Leifer's played in all 4 of these games. I believe he's the only member on the team to do that. Against Farmingdale, a tough loss to Gabe Leifer for the game. And then the last time, the only time besides would say that this game is at home, a big win over Purchase Gabe Leifer, the triple-double. Ryan Terrell, 20 points as well.
Max up by 12. It's their largest lead of the afternoon. Latito. Now for Galgano. Inside it's Brown. And taken away by Reef. Reef looking up ahead. A nice find for a cutting Zucker.
What a pass there by Ofek Reef. Right in between the defenders. I would love to see a replay on that one if we got a good camera angle. But in transition, the Max are lethal. And we see it there. Ofek Reef, exquisite pass.
Runner doesn't go down for a Galgano. Now Terrell's got it.
2 men over here if they want it.
For Halpert, into Zucker, top of the key, Terrell, again? No good.
Manhattanville needs a basket. This can get out of hand very quickly.
Latito for Granda. Latito again. Galgano. Long two. Doesn't drop. Zucker, the rebound.
Once again, great box out there on Matan Zucker. No offensive rebounding for Manhattanville so far. Great job there by Zucker.
Reef will control for the Max. Terrell, one man. Nice find underneath. It's Reef.
That's exactly what Ryan Terrell brings to the table. When he starts to get going, the defense starts to put more eyes on him, and then Ofek Reef easily cuts in. Everyone forgets about him. Easy 2 points for him. Max have come out strong in the second half like they've done so many times this season.
Dunn, could he put a stop to the bleeding? Corner, it's Granda. He'll take on Halpert. Latito. From the free throw line, no good. Zucker, strong rebound. And they're going to get a foul staying here against Zucker.
I think that's the right call. It's a little bit late. Zucker kind of like pulled him back. A little bit of a dangerous play there. That's an excellent call there by the referee to notice that. As you'll see on the replay, Zucker kind of pulls him down. That's a foul. It's his second, but Matan Zucker loved the tenacity, loved the motor he's brought in this game. He's been all over the place. And YU 7-0 run to start the half. That is huge to extend the lead to 16. Manhattanville only scored 16 all day.
Leach early check-in in the second half. Dunn, pull up. Nope. Gardano, though, big rebound. As Leach now pulls the trigger on a three. No good. Terrell flies in for the rebound. As they're going to say goes off of Terrell. As he almost takes a seat on the Manhattanville bench. Mari Stoudemire walks back into the Max Stern Athletic Center to a big hand.
They go right back to Giordano like they did in the first half. And once again, I think that's where they have to go. You go inside out if you're the Valiants. You're not going to necessarily take the inside shot against Giordano. He's been the only effective one.
Reeves quickly on the other end, blocked by Dunn.
Yeah, P.D. Galgano is hurt on the other side of the court. Again, another potential injury for the Valiants. See if we could see what happened to him. I missed that one.
Looks like he was holding his neck for a second.
Friedman Manhattan ball on the side. He seems okay to stay in the game. That's a good sign. But Coach Alessi talking to the referees. Not the first time that's happened here today.
Yeah, I think he may be upset that they let them play on the other side of the floor.
He's going to check out. P.D. Galgano going to check out. We talked about him in the pregame. He's a small guy, but he plays a lot bigger than his size. He matches up against large people like Gabe Leifer, and as well the leading rebounder for this team, under 6 feet tall.
Yeah, backcourt's Maestre.
He's listed at 6 feet. I don't think he's 6 feet. I'm 6 feet. I'm definitely taller than him.
Ends up downstairs. It's Giordano again as he takes on Leifer. Latino lefty, no good. Ryan's got the board. That's his 7th.
Torella is not, he's started to heat up in the scoring column, but the defensive rebounding for him today has been incredible. All
Alpert
around.
for Reef. Now it's Reef again. He goes straight, gives for Zucker. Another beautiful cut on the back door from Atan Zucker.
And the passing this half for the Max has been incredible. A lot more cutting, a lot more finding the open man, and they've just been hitting their layups now. The interior defense is not there like it was in the first half for the Valiants.
Maestre blocked by Terrell. He'll get called on a foul.
It's not a position you want to be in as a defender. You do not want to be trailing the offensive player. It just puts them at so much more of an advantage. Even with Terrell's length, he thought he was going to get there. Just looks like he got him on the right arm. 2 shots from Maestre. If you're Manhattanville, you just want to cut. I say this, I feel like every single game. If you're down by 16, there's no 16-point shot. There's no 14-point shot. It's 2 at a time and just get stops in the defensive end. We've seen Manhattanville be able to keep the Max in check offensively. They just have to keep them in check defensively again, and then they need to put some more points on the board because you're not going to win with 18 points.
Manhattanville continues to struggle from the stripe, now at 2 for 7. Chris Maestre tries to knock down the second. Can't do it there either. Terrell another board.
Yeah, and in contrast, the Maccabees have yet to miss a free throw. I mean, it's a championship game. Just can't leave so many points on the board like that.
Leifer forces it into Terrell. He gets doubled. Gives for Halpert. Forces it downstairs to Zucker. Runner is Reef. Flies up and one! Opek Reef! Big boy move on the interior.
Opek Reef's played great here. He's got 9 points, 3 assists, and a great cut again. Opek finishes the Max now up 18, but the story in this game has been the defense. We played about 25 minutes. The Valiants have 18 points. And it's something to look positively on potentially going forward for the Max. Your offense is struggling. Some of your top guns are struggling. But just to know that you can rely on your defensive effort to just pick you up if you need it, that's an unbelievable thing to have in your back pocket.
Max up by 19. It's their largest lead of the afternoon.
Yeah, and there's only been 4 people who have scored today for the Max. Terrell with 11, Reef with 10, Halpert and Zucker both with 8. It's been balanced, but it's only been 4 people. Not ideal, but it's getting the job done today.
Latino for Dunn. Dunn, strong drive, corner for Leach. Behind the back, nice move, uses the window, doesn't fall, Leifer's got it.
Once again, Zucker making sure he doesn't get any farther in the paint. Great defense there, forcing a tough shot for Jackson Leach.
Goes into Terrell. Dunn will pick him up. Leifer.
He's got at least 6 inches here. I want to see him go to work if they can get Giordano out of the way.
Giordano comes to help. Almost helps him take it away.
Opposite side, Halpert.
They got him in the corner. Just like you said, he'll pull it on a 3. Yes! And as this place is going absolutely ballistic, let's send it over to SJ Tannenbaum. Tell us a little bit more about Coach Alessi.
Manhattanville coach Chris Alessi may have only been a Skyline Conference coach for 3 years, but his connection to Yeshiva goes back many years. As a player, Coach Alessi played at Baruch College, and they faced Yeshiva every season. In addition, Bernard Red Sarachek was Coach Alessi's father's mentor, so Alessi was able to spend some time with Sarachek. Coach Alessi said of Sarachek, he's one of the best coaches that people do not know as much about. In addition, Alessi also considers former Yeshiva basketball coach Johnny Halpert to be his mentor. Coach Alessi told us that he has much reverence and long-standing respect for the Yeshiva program and the Jewish basketball community, and the passion behind Yeshiva basketball has been a fun and unique thing to be a part of. To be in this moment, in this big of a game, has been an amazing for him. Back to you guys in the booth.
Thank you, SJ. You can find him on Instagram, and as always, at Sideline Suits. Again, that's at Sideline Suits. We thank him for all the work he's put into the season as he waves farewell to the crowd here at the Max Stern Athletic Center. Max by 22, a part of a 15-2 Yeshiva run.
Yeah, we've seen the Maccabees come out hot in the second half as Terrell slaps the floor on defense. This could be the run that puts the game on ice here. They're only up by 9 at halftime, but it is ballooned to 22 in only 6 minutes. The Giordano post move, the only basket so far for the Valiants in this half.
We're going to get a push. Foul goes against Zucker. And please remember, today is the final day of the YU Seforim Sale. This is your last opportunity to come to Washington Heights and buy all your favorite Seforim at the largest Seforim sale in North America. We look forward to seeing you there. You can also take a look at the website, thisseforimsale.com. It's linked in the description below. Online ordering and gift card options are available as well. Also, bring your ticket. For all you not in the Max Stern Athletic Center who somehow have a ticket to today's game, bring your ticket for 5% off today.
Yeah, and it closes at 6 p.m. as you said, so only a couple more hours to get over there. I don't really like Manhattanville throwing behind the back passes down by 22. Not what I would recommend.
Giordano from the free throw line, he connects.
I mean, if there's a time and a person that's going to get them back in this game, it's going to be Giordano. He has half their points. He's got 10 of their 20 today. He's been the only person that seems that he's been locked in on the offensive end.
Zucker inside to Terrell. Catch and layup is good.
Yeah, that's not really fair. If you clear out the paint like they just did right there, that lob to Terrell with the huge size advantage is just too easy.
He's got 13 on the afternoon. Yetman. Terrell knocks it out. Excuse me, that was Leifer. Knocks it out of bounds. 13-16 to play. Latino inbound for the Valiants. Tito, quick first step, not quick enough for Terrell.
But Terrell's length seems like it's really bothering him.
Dawn high flying as Giordano just picks it out of midair. Can't get it to go. And now Yetman off his face. He recollects himself. Dawn, top of the key, three. No good. As it hits the rafter, Yeshiva will get the ball back.
Yeah, I think Dawn and I think the Maccabees defense as well, just speeding them up. Jake Dunn, an excellent three-point shooter on the season. He could shoot from anywhere in the building. Just seemed like he rushed that one a little bit. He had a lot more time than he thought he had there. Big missed opportunity there for the Valiants to hit their first three-pointer of the day.
Zucker for Leifer. Terrell wants it. He's got one guy.
Giordano's lurking though. Got Reef in the corner.
Yeah, he sees him. Reef high flying. Can't put it down. Latino trying to make something happen quickly. Giordano, baseline, no. And we're going to get a foul. Over the top goes Yetman. Second team foul against the Valiants.
That's once again, it's the rebounding for the Max, it's the boxing out for the Max. They've done a great job here so far. I mean, everyone's been crashing the glass. It's clearly been a point that was made in the locker room. Once again, the Maccabees still only 4 people that are scored here today. 3 people in double figures, and Tom Zucker trailing behind with 8. But it's been good enough. The defense has just been impeccable. I can't remember the last time I've seen a defensive game like this.
Halpert, 3! Oh, yes!
He's now 4 for 7 for 3. The leading scorer today, he's got 14. This looks like a Virginia Cavaliers defense coached by Tony Bennett here today. I mean, there is nothing easy here for the Max. Max are not giving up anything easy.
Max by 25. Giordano can't get it, but Galgano answers with a bucket of his own.
Gargano, he's a good player. It's his first points of the day. Manhattanville Stars have just struggled here. And credit is due for the Maccabees defense. Not really much else to say besides for that. I mean, that's been the story of this game. The Maccabees have scored 45 points. All right, fine. But giving up 20 points in almost a half and a half is just something Coach Steinmetz and the defense deserves tremendous praise.
Yeah, 1.5 halves. It's where we stand, just around now.
Almost.
Terrell good on the first, puts his point total at 14.
Yeah,
go along with 8 rebounds
and
and
assist
assists as well.
Terrell started off 1 for 7 or 1 for 8. Sorry, it can't be 1 for 8. He missed 1 3-pointer in the second half. He started off 1 for 7. He's now made 4 out of his last 5 from the field, and he's made now 3 out of his 4 free throws. So Ryan Terrell, since the chanting in the first half, has really kicked it into high gear. The field goal percentage doesn't show it, but he did really start out slow. He's picked it up a lot more towards the end of the first half to start the second half.
Yeah, Ofek Grief heads to the bench. Haven't mentioned his name enough. He's got 10 points, though. Doing a nice job on the offensive end. Halpert up ahead for Leifer. Leifer open for, throws the alley-oop for Terrell. Oh, my goodness! Sports Center, watch out tomorrow morning.
And check that one out on the replay. Gabe Leifer, eyes in the back of his head. I don't think this place can get any louder. An early exclamation point by Ryan Terrell.
Could that have been the greatest play ever to happen in this gym?
It's not a crazy thought.
Terrell again. Can't get that one to go, but it doesn't even matter. He can do whatever he wants. Patan Zucker, strong move on the interior.
Yeah, the Macs are just picking up the scraps. They're well on their way to victory here. 28-point lead with 10 minutes to go. They're just having fun out there. Nice loose basketball for the Macs. That's exactly what you want to see from them.
Lasko seeing minutes. He pokes it away. Terrell again in the open floor. Throws it up backwards. Looked like he was being held down. But as they settle things down, Max by 28. Granda 3, much needed for the Valiants.
And Coach Alessi wisely, after that made baskets, the first 3-pointer for Manhattanville on the day. He's going to try to settle down the troops, settle down the crowd, because this place is on fire right now.
Don't go anywhere. We'll be back after this. Welcome back into the Max Stern Athletic Center. And oh my gosh, talk about energy. Right now in Washington Heights, it is off the charts.
Yeah, absolutely. The Max defense has really brought the energy to this crowd here today. Manhattanville only 9 points in 10 minutes this half. I mean, I couldn't tell if that was Gabe Leifer to Ryan Terrell or Gabe Leifer to Amari Stoudemire on that one, or Steve Nash to Amari Stoudemire rather, but I don't know how he saw him, and just well executed, unbelievable play. People are going to be talking about that play for years and years to come.
Lasko for Zucker. Under 10 minutes to play. Yeshiva in full control. Terrell again, the window, no. Granda, wing 3, yes again. As Mike Granda might be the answer for the Valiants.
Yeah, he had 2 fouls early in the first half. Max got to be careful. Don't want to get too lazy and lackadaisical, but what I saw there from Coach Leslie, a little bit of adjustment. As soon as the shot went up, Granda goes right down the court, tries to do a little cherry picking action. He gets open for 3 in transition. That's something to keep an eye on. Now with down 22, they got to score points in a hurry.
Halpert, Batesh, a 3 of his own. Yes, corner pocket is good for Oren Batesh.
Great answer there by Oren Batesh, and you've seen the confidence on this kid grow in the last 2 weeks since that big shot he hit against St. Joe's, Connecticut. This kid's been on a different level.
Latino can't get it to go. He'll go to the line for 2. We want to give a couple of shout-outs to fan and superstar Ira Herenstein. Thank you so much for tuning in. Thank you to everyone for always tuning in. Another big shout-out to Rabbi Simcha Green, Yeshiva College of 58, who loves the Max and watches every game and wants to tell Jordan Armstrong to shoot for the front of the rim as Red Sarachek taught him.
Yeah, one more shout out. I'm not really sure why he didn't buy a ticket to this game, but Jonathan Melman, watching in his room, I was told to shout out. I'm a little bit disappointed he's not here, but I'm happy you're listening to me at home.
Well, as we spoke about, it was tough to get tickets for this afternoon's game.
I think Melman can pull a few strings. I'm a little bit disappointed in him.
Leifer comes away with it as the bun checks back in.
Yeah, it's noteworthy. Gabe Leifer still with 0 points. Only 4 Maccabees on the board for the 53 points. Everyone in double figures.
And he's played well in championship games. 24 points last year, triple-double the year before that.
Yeah, but it's not going to show up in the stat sheet, but his defense today has really been part of the story. That interior defense has been unbelievable.
Lasko up and under, no Leifer. As we said it, and 1. Gabe Leifer hearing Zach Tuchman from the booth.
I guess a little bit of reverse jinx. We said he's scoreless. He's now on the board. I was going to say before when he was his first points on the day. He's done it on the defensive end as well, though. Not a bad game. He's got 7 rebounds, 3 assists, 1 spectacular assist, of course, to the flying in Ryan Terrell. But the Macs have complete control of this game, up by 27 with 8 minutes to go. Just want to see them continue their good habits defensively the last 8 minutes, their good habits rebounding.
Ryan Terrell leading the defense chance for the Max Stern Athletic Center. Granda again. No good as Lasko comes down with it. Batesh running. Corner for Reef. Cross for Leifer. Back to Armstrong. Lots of cross-court passing, and now it's Lasko. Armstrong, shake 1. Corner, Batesh. He'll try to drive the baseline now, gets that for Leifer. Can't handle it out of bounds. Valiants get the ball back. Granda, guarded by Reef. 7.5 to play. Giordano, best Valiants player this afternoon, as he tries to get rid of Armstrong. He'll go called for a foul and go back to the line.
Yeah, Giordano, he's been trying to put the team on his back, but there's only, unless you're going to score 51 like Ryan Terrell, I mean, 28 points is not going to cut it.
Yeah, very balanced scoring attacks to the Max this afternoon. Terrell with 16, Reef with 10, Halpert with 14, Zucker with 10. So 4 Max in double digits. On the other side of things, Manhattanville, just 1 scorer in double digits. That's Giordano, who's at the line right now.
It's not a team with a go-to scorer, so in times of need like now, it's not like you can just give the ball to Ryan Terrell and clear out. Manhattanville, they need to work as a team to get their points, and you've seen it here today. They've really struggled.
Leifer for Reef. Gives it out for Lasko. Wing 3, no good.
In and out, Ethan Lasko. Love that he's shooting when he's open. He's going to continue to do that. He doesn't shoot the best percentage, only 29% from 3, but he's capable.
Yeah, the D1 transfer. As Granda floater can't get it to go.
The bun definitely altered that shot.
Reef for Leifer. Finds a cutting Reef who gives her Armstrong, goes up strong, is blocked, no, is fouled as Giordano gets the bunt on the arm, he'll go to the line for 2.
Yeah, great cutting again there by the Max. And Jordan Armstrong going up strong like we want to see out of him. Don't fade away. Don't be afraid. You're a big guy. Go up strong with it. And he earns 2 free throws at the line. Not the best free throw shooter. Shoots under 40% from the line, but 2 free throws nonetheless. Good practice here for him.
He can't get the first one to drop. 56-29, Max by 27. 6:25 to play. A berth to the D3 big dance on the line. Stay posted tomorrow, regardless of who wins, for the selection show happening around 12 p.m. Eastern time. We'll find out where either the Maccabees or the Valiants are headed for round 1 this weekend.
It's good to know if you hit one of your 2 free throws, your percentage is going to go up. That's a pretty good feeling.
That is true. As the Macs are now up by 28. Dawn shakes Reef, step back, and Lasko comes down with it as Brown plays him aggressively. Max with the foul to give, Manhattanville's got none. Leifer will think about it, now give for Armstrong. Armstrong corner for Batesh. Yes! Oren Batesh loving the corner.
Yeah, you can't leave him. Great screen there by the Max to free him up, and a better pass there by Armstrong. Great job finding the open man. If the Max continue to play like this in the NCAA tournament, they are a scary, scary, scary team.
Leach from the corner, same spot, other side of the floor, goes down for Jackson Leach.
A little too late for that one for Jackson Leach. They're going to need points in a hurry. 28 points in 5 minutes.
Ofek Reef, great find from Gabe Leifer.
Coach Steinmetz starting to empty the bench a little bit. D. Markovich going to check in at the next whistle for his first action of the day. Max up 35 minutes to go.
Oh, Lasko takes it away, but a foul. And D. Markovich.
That's good play by Ethan Lasko. Might have gotten him on the arm as he went through, but you gotta love the Max defense playing as well as they did. Even when it was a close game, you understand the motivation to play really great defense, but when you're up by 30 points, just seeing them hustle all over the place was an unbelievable thing to watch.
Running floater doesn't drop for Galgano, and now Lasko will control. Markovich down for Armstrong. Lasko, Leifer, double, and Brown takes it away. Leach. Nice move, rejected by the Bond.
Jordan Armstrong there, big size advantage. And now Gabe Leifer going to get a hand as he goes to the bench, possibly the last time in this gym in his career. Everyone on their feet, big standing ovation for Gabe Leifer.
And a big embrace between Terrell and Leifer. Galgano inbound for Dunn. Leach, Brown, taken away by Armstrong.
It doesn't need to doesn't block it that time, but just rips it right out of his hands. Jordan Armstrong, like his name, strong, getting the ball away from the offensive player.
Lasko pull up from the free throw line is true.
Yes, and maybe I think that's the first mid-range jumper I could remember him taking all season. Ethan Lasko usually pulls it from 3, but that mid-range jumper looked pure. Maybe he needs to just take a step in.
Galgano with 3. Nope. The Buns got it. Lasko, open floor.
Oh, he was calling for the alley-oop there. Ethan Lasko didn't want to throw it to him.
Some let's go dancing chants raining in here at the Max Stern Athletic Center. Armstrong goes up strong, and he's rejected by Leach. Yeah, Lasko was moving. They're going to get him on the defensive end.
That's going to be 1-1 for the Valiants. Yeshiva over the limit.
And I just want to take an opportunity as we wind down the season here, at least before the tournament, to thank some people who have been a part of making Max Live so special this year. Biggest shout out of all. And we don't know where he'll be next year. Part of Max Live, not part of it, doesn't matter. But Akiva Popper is president, executive producer, and director. Gets all the credit in the world. Just one example, last night where we have a production meeting at 11 o'clock, and he goes, meet me in the gym in 2 hours if you want. I'm not really sleeping tonight. Drag me out of bed if I somehow get an hour. Whatever he was saying, did not sleep. He hasn't slept all season to really put on the best broadcast in college sports. So thank you, Akiva Poppers, for all you do. And at this opportunity, a big thank you to Aharon Traurig as well, to Ari Schopf for all his extensive research throughout the season, all the cameramen, all the producers, Andrew Jacobson, to David Price, Daniel Shamayev, Noah Solomon, Oren Glickman, Daniel Melool, Charlie Bendheim, who's on the call with you last week. Just a lot of special things happening here this season, and we appreciate all their hard work as Oren Patesh, right on cue, drills the triple.
And right on cue, Max Leibowitz going to check into the game. Next, also one of everyone's favorite. Just want to give one last shout out, a big shout out to co-admin of the Max Scalping Chat. Happy birthday to John O'Katz. I know you're watching. I'm sorry you couldn't get a ticket, even as an admin. That's tough. And lastly, all my cousins watching in Israel. I know you don't usually get a chance to watch it live, but thank you so much for watching. We really appreciate the support.
And to finish out the thank yous as well, Moshe Nassar, Zach Wild, Derek Fuller, Moshe Redchester, Rafi Spitanik, Shmuel Gopin, Yisrael Tannenbaum, and a big shout out to Sammy Friedman, who helped Poppers and Traurig run backup Kegels until 3:30 a.m. this morning. So thank you guys very much. As Max Leibowitz and as Moshe Kola likes to call the human victory cigar, Alon Jacobowitz checks into the game. And, as I stand here and you stand here, Zach, along with SJ, could very well be our last game together as part of Max Live. So to all of those who made it possible for us to be a part of something so special for so long, and to all the hours that go in behind the scenes and the research, preparing us to do the best job possible and broadcast this team to the rest of the world, we really say thank you. Ethan Lasko buries the triple. It's been a real thrill. It's been a lot of fun.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, like you said, a lot of people come up to us and give us the credit, but really the credit is deserved to the people behind the scenes. We don't really do much.
That is the case. And just one last quick shout out to past presidents, David Schwartzman, and most importantly, and this person has done so much for Max Live this year and years past in terms of all the technical stuff, Justin Safier has, I can't even describe what kind of work goes into it. He's been incredible. And shout out as well to longtime broadcasting partner Jacob Dower, who I'm sure is tuning in as well. 1:30 to play, 72-36. Maestre gets it to go as it rattles around, as the Max lead is now 34.
I want to see the Maccabees foul on purpose. You don't want to call a timeout that might anger the other team. We've seen that in recent weeks, but I want to get Boker and Aryeh Halpert into the game.
And remember, stay here. When the game ends, we'll have the net cutting ceremony, post-game interviews, and more. Don't go anywhere. Exciting stuff as Jacobowitz can't put the putback back. The putback back, okay. Maestre, fouled by Leibowitz. Big shout out to Benjamin Segal as well, watching at home, watching all Max Live games online this year.
And now with these people checking in, I don't see Zach Muller, Galv Landau, the only people on the bench who have not gotten into the game. But really love Coach Steinmetz getting everyone involved, getting everyone a taste of what playing in a championship game feels like. You never know. There's a lot of overtimes in the game, a lot of foul trouble in the game. You never know who's going to have to step up when. So any kind of experience is great for every player.
As Ryan Boker pulls down the board, another crowd favorite here.
A lot of crowd favorites here. Hard to keep track. Markovich thought about pulling that one. I want him to shoot that.
An incredible season. Not coming to an end, but at least the SKYLINE portion of it coming to a close as Ryan Boker, nice little fadeaway from the paint. It's now a 35-point Max lead.
And he points to his brother sitting in the top of Section D. Love to see that for Ryan Boker, pointing to Kevin, former Max player himself. Sorry, right before we go, birthday shout out again for Charlie Kramer. Puts a lot of hard work into working on Model UN. I'm happy that he's found a few minutes to watch the game here today. I couldn't believe I forgot that one. I'm sorry, Charlie. Apologies. A lot of birthdays today. Got to get it in before the end of the month, I guess. February 29th on the horizon. Not going to happen this year, but...
Yeah, about a half a second difference. Shot clock, game clock.
Yeah, they're not going to shoot this one. They're going to dribble this one out.
And as it's being dribbled out, Coach Steinmetz will greet his players as they get ready to go dancing. And for the third time in program history, your Yeshiva University Maccabees are SKYLINE Conference champions. And there you have it. It's over. The Macs are going back to the big dance.
Yeah, stay tuned. Stay right here for the. We'll have a lot of post-game interviews, as well as the net cutting ceremony, everyone's favorite, and the trophy presentation for the SKYLINE Conference.
Don't go anywhere. We'll be back right after this.
For Kennedy, but take it back by Leipert. Give it to Terrell. Terrell! That's right, Terrell, 2 more!
Welcome back into the Max Stern Athletic Center post-game show. Your Yeshiva University Maccabees are SKYLINE Conference champions once again.
Yeah, an incredible effort all around. It wasn't the scoring that we usually see from the Maccabees, only 74 points, but the defensive end, if the Maccabees can hold opponents to 40 points in a game, obviously the competition in the NCAA tournament is going to be much stiffer. This is just the beginning for the Maccabees. First game will be probably Friday afternoon. TBD of the location. Send it over to PA announcer for the trophy presentation and the net cutting ceremony.
Getting the nod as the most outstanding player.
Yeah, I mean, from the get-go here today, he was a man on a mission. He really set the tone for the Maccabees defensively. Got a couple of big offensive rebounds to start the game. He had 10 points to go along with 7 rebounds, 2 assists, and 2 steals. Had an excellent game today, had an excellent last couple of games, entered the starting lineup. I wonder what his MVP odds were to start the day. That's what I'm wondering. Would not have predicted that one. Yeah, for some of these people, this is their first trip to the NCAA tournament for some people, and I think it's really important. The Maccabees have a lot of experience. They were the first team in all of sports to play without fans 2 years ago, you might remember. So they had an experience. They played at Johns Hopkins 2 years ago, but it's very important to have some experience. Ethan Lask obviously brings Division I experience, not in the NCAA tournament, but just Division I pressure-packed situations experience. But going in with a group of seniors knowing that this could be their last run, it's an incredible opportunity for them, and we're looking forward to seeing how they do in the coming weeks.
Don't go anywhere. We still have more coming up. We're not going to break. But just so you know, on the other end, players will join us in the booth. The SKYLINE Conference Championship players will join us in the booth shortly. They'll get to cut net cutting in just a couple moments.
And we have the ladder being prepared by Athletic Director Greg Fox, MPA. Yehoshua, who do you think is going to be the first one cut down from the net? What do you think?
I mean, my guess is Terrell, but for this team that puts everyone in front of themselves, it could literally be anyone.
Yeah, I'm curious to find out. Maybe Coach Steinmetz will find out. Another question, I'm curious if Coach Sweetney is going to use the ladder.
That was my next question as well. Maybe he'll just wait to the end and just take whatever's left. Just putting one hand up there. And if Amari wants a piece as well, I guess he'll just walk over and take it. He doesn't need the ladder either. And you know, honestly, after Terrell's highlight today, he might just go and jump up there and grab it on his own too.
Like you said, I think that was the greatest play that's ever taken place in the Mac Stern Athletic Center. There was a couple of crazy plays during Sarachek. The Benny Tuchman, not related to me. I know everyone always asks me that. He had a big shot in Sarachek, a buzzer beater to beat Hafter. Shout out John Greenberg. And there's a lot of another. Albert Waxman hit a big buzzer beater in Sarachek. But a lot of big plays have happened here, but that alley-oop was something special.
We're going to get some players up in the booth as Jacob Finkelstein, senior manager Jacob Finkelstein, the first one up to cut some net, or to cut some rope, as we may say.
Yeah, like you said, it really just shows how this team is really together. It's not a player that's going to go first. It's not even a coach. It's a manager. It's someone that puts in all these hours of prep. He sits by the scorer's table. He comes to every single game. Just really shows that this team is really a tight-knit group. That's something you really like to see. And those teams usually end up doing better. It's not a team with an individual in college. It's usually a team that is a lot of good players, a lot of people that work together.
Jacob Finkelstein still up there. The scissors sharp enough is the question.
I think they say that the first cut is usually the hardest. Maybe it's the first cut is the deepest. I can't remember.
Well, the first cut on the basketball net, if we could just explain the science behind it, you have to cut twice. But after that, on some cuts, you may be able to cut once and get a piece off.
Yeah, that's usually easier. I did help put up some basketball nets. Shout out NCSY Cole this summer. Shout out Ellie Berg. But it's not the easiest thing. It looks really nice when it's all put together, but it's not the easiest thing to go up there and put on some nets. Not something I would want to do again.
It looks like he finally got a piece. Who else we got going up next? It's going to be...
That's like Coach Steinmetz calling out orders, per usual.
Is he looking for...
The bun.
Ooh, the bun going...
How many rings on the ladder? I'm surprised he's even using the ladder.
We're going to actually call him the old bun. He's now free-flowing Armstrong.
He's only the bun during the game. Post-game, he turns into the flow.
We'll get the flow up here in a little bit, hopefully.
Yeah, I just got a text. Maybe a knife would have been easier instead of scissor. Maybe.
Aryeh Halpert, dubbed the T-neck toaster on senior night.
Yeah, the new T-neck toaster. Josh Dukas told me big Shana Rishona activity to watch the Max games. I'm assuming you're doing it here as well. Thank you for watching as always, Josh. And Aryeh Halpert, the new T-neck toaster, getting the second piece.
Ryan Boker, lots of seniors getting up there early.
Yeah, Ryan Boker hit that big jump shot at the end of regulation here, and then gave the point to his brother Kevin, who was on the last Max NCAA tournament team. Do you think we get a piece or no? Can we get a piece of the net as Max? Are we part of the team?
Are we?
Do they know our names?
I think that's something we've been trying to figure out for a long time here, no?
Like, I feel like if I'm coming into the locker room with them with my sweater on, I feel like they think that I'm announcing. I think they assume I'm announcing, but oh.
Yeah, I think they know. And at the same time, you know, throwback.
They might hate me every time I rip on them, but that's okay.
Big couple more shout outs as I keep pouring in here as everyone is sticking around, and we thank you for doing that. Big shout out, an old broadcast partner from back in the day, Natan Seredny, who's always watching, always tuning in. And another big birthday shout out to Dr. Stuart Daitch. Happy birthday to you.
Yeah, and I just got another one. Shout out to Tamar Blank, formerly Tamar Segal, and Amanda Brand watching at home. I really appreciate everyone tuning in. We see still over 2,000 viewers currently watching well after the game has finished. Unbelievable to see the support that this team has really garnered throughout the entire Jewish community in every country.
Yeah, we still have players on the way as still some net cutting activity going on. Should we make it a mission to maybe get a couple pieces of the net up here in the booth?
Yeah, I would love Poppers. Poppers, can we make that happen?
I'll tie it to my sweater.
I got you guys.
Coach Steinmetz might join us as well. Again, just continue to stay tuned. We have plenty of action coming up.
Go, say hi. Say hi to Zach.
And one more shout out to Kayla and Benjamin. Thank you for tuning in as always. Ofek Reef gets his piece of the net. And now Coach Tom is trying to move things along here. Scoreboards are off. He's just, what do you think he has? Maybe.
Hey, Coach Tom's ready to scout the team for Friday.
Yeah, he's ready to get to work.
Doesn't know who he's playing or where he's going, but he's trying to get this moving along, as you said. Another shout out to Bear Botchko watching at home. Mazel tov on your cousin's wedding last week as well. Shout out to Bear Botchko. The shout out texter is really rolling in. Jared Benjamin. Shout out to Gabby Benjamin, Jared's wife, watching at home. Jared Benjamin, huge YU Maccabees fan, even before they were this good. So we always appreciate the old timers watching at home. And Sarah Polliner, she's tuning in as well. Thank you so much. Really appreciate all the love that we're getting.
That was Gav Landau jumping off the ladder. Players are coming at some point as we have our producers down there. And who is that up on the ladder? Can't see so far from here.
It's the MVP Matan Zucker.
It's Matan Zucker, sometimes difficult without the jersey on. As it looks like he's got some playoff hairdo going, letting it grow out a little bit.
Shout out to the Sharbat family, Rabbi Sharbat watching at home. Really, thank you so much for the support. I'm sorry, they were asking me for tickets. I'm not a connection for tickets with Rabbi Sharbat and son. Rabbi Sharbat's son might be the next Ryan Terrell. Everyone watch out. So shout out to him, and shout out to Vigo Zwelling.
Ooh, another big shout out. To Allie and her father, Evan Orgel, who's a big Max fan.
Oh, shout out Evan Orgel. lives near me. Every time I see him, I think he forgets who I am. But Middlesex County shout out. Maybe he'll remember me after I just called him out on air.
It's possible. I don't want to be there at the next meetup, but okay. As Gabe Leifer goes up, he's going to cut some net as a champion once again.
Yeah, Gabe Leifer, he said it before, he's the only Maccabee in history and only person on this team to win now 4 SKYLINE championships. He's cut down the net. He's an expert. His 4th time cutting down the net. It looks like Ryan Terrell is going up next.
A big shout out to Rabbi Kenny Shiowitz tuning in. Huge, all the support from the Ramaz Upper School is always appreciated. Many of them filled the building today. Ryan Terrell getting his piece, shows it to the crowd, gets a big ovation.
Yeah, we love the Ramaz Upper School, and we're really excited to see the Ramaz Upper School, tongue twister, competing in Sarachek tournament come March 24th. I'll be on the call, hopefully for some of their games. But I think you're too biased at this point, Yehoshua. I don't think you're allowed to do that.
I don't think...
We see Benji Riddle's in the crowd as well, former Max superstar, a basketball coach of mine.
Breaking news, Coach Sweetney will use a ladder to get his piece.
Yeah, you just got to be safe. You don't want anyone getting hurt. Don't want to try to go on tippy toes, someone falls over. It's not what we're looking to do. We want to keep everyone in one piece.
Assistant Coach Katz now getting his piece.
Miles tough to him on the birth of a child recently. I think it was called a Mini Mac by S.J. Tannenbaum. Another shout out to Aharon Struck. Usually laments watching YU Max games. I've been trying to get him to watch all season, so thank you for tuning in for the championship game. We really appreciate it. I'm not really sure what better things you have to do on Sunday with no football going on. And shout out to Adam Barron taking off from work today. He has a very busy job, so thank you for watching, Adam, as well. Watching with the whole mishpacha, I really appreciate it.
The question is, have we now think the 1,800 people still watching? Have we missed anyone? If we have,
I just don't think they have my number.
Feel free to reach out to us. We'd love to get you.
I don't have a Twitter handle, not yet at least. So, yeah, Donnie Katz. Last time he cut down the net, he was in a uniform. His first time as a coach cutting down the net. Very exciting.
Coach Yoni Cohen getting his piece now. Again, we've got players coming. Stay tuned. Coach Steinmetz.
Yeah, you gotta love that sign in Section D. If we can get a video of that, "We love you, Coach" sign. Always appreciated. Coach Steinmetz, the unsung hero of this well-oiled machine.
Yeah, he just took down the remaining piece of the net.
I guess there's none left for us. Or we'll have to just get it from him in the locker room. That's probably what's going to happen. Shout out to a couple more people. Joseph Segal watching at home. Joseph Segal, my neighbor. Thank you so much for watching. As always, with Josh Segal, Ruthie Segal, Zevi Segal, Yao Segal. Thank you so much for watching. Shout out to Yaakov Weiss. And shout out to David Adler watching all the way from Columbia. We even have some Division I fans watching us.
And oh my gosh, as it started pouring in here, I have a bunch to get through right now. Shout out to Zach and Gabe Greenberg. David Hanlon, great to hear from you. This was all worth it just to get you to text me. That is completely worth it. Matthew Rosenberg, big shout out. Someone wrote, could I get a shout out?
I got Noah Greenblatt texting me for a shout out. It's really nice to know how many friends I have. I didn't even know these people had my numbers. It's a good way to get connected, I guess, again. Thank you, Noah Greenblatt, for texting me. It's been a while.
Jacob Lenevsky, shout out. Jordan Lusman, shout out. Baruch Nachman, shout out. Eitan Aryeh, shout out. Jake Glass, shout out. Shlomo Hersey, Skids, Amir Braun, Lizzie, Zach Lent. I mean, we are just going off the rails here.
Yeah, Gavriel Rudman, thank you so much for tuning in. Justin Goldman, my neighbor. My parents, thank you so much for coming. I think they told me they'll listen to the game when they get home. Yeah, they're telling me to shout out my sister for watching during Night Seder in Lindenbaum. Should probably get back to learning, Jesse. But thank you so much for watching. Get back to it.
Some more breaking news. YU Baseball won today. They beat John Jay 5-4.
Without superstar Max Leibowitz as well. I think
how did they do it? We don't know. But they get the win. Nonetheless, And let's see, I think we are finally at that moment. The net has been cut, it's off. Next step, we're getting some players up here. Let's try to find some of our producers behind the scenes who they're bringing up right here to the Max Live booth.
Yeah, shout out John Kirsch from Binghamton. Everyone from Binghamton, shout out to all the Binghamton Jews who watch. Shout out to Akiva Earlbaum. Shout out to Judah Ripstein watching all the way from Australia. That's always great. That's early in the morning if I did the math correctly.
It's sometime it's not here.
Already tomorrow, already Monday morning.
Tomorrow. It is Monday morning.
Thank you, Rabbi Kirsch, as well from Kushner, the athletic director. Looks like we might have Ofek coming to the booth. That will be our first person.
And thank you to all those who are shouting out us. To Ariel Bouquet, Judah Adler, Alex Wilds, Jonah Glass, Rabbi Dan Katz. Ofek Reef is in the house. Let's get him to the middle here. Let's get him a headset. All right, we are joined here by SKYLINE champion once again, Ofek Reef. Ofek Reef, how does it feel to be a champion once again?
Nice, very nice. You know, last year we didn't get to play for what we wanted, which was SKYLINE, NCAA. So just being able to come back and do it this year and actually get a chance to go compete for the national championship is what we want.
Yeah, what do you expect the atmosphere to be like on Friday? We don't know where we're going yet, but last time no fans. How do you think that's helped you? Having that experience under your belt.
We have several guys who played in those two games, and guys off the bench who played in those two games also. So no fans is tough. It's not something anybody wants. I wouldn't wish it on anybody, but I think it's helped us communicate better, and especially when there's large crowds like there was tonight. Max Nation, love you. Way to show out. Everybody watching, I love you also. Nana, God, Sal, Ima, thank you for tuning in. I love you. Thank you.
And what can we expect? What kind of run are we looking at for the Max in this tourney?
We're looking for a championship. That's nothing less. Nothing less.
Championship or bust. You heard it here first. Thank you so much, Owen, for joining us in the booth. We'll look to see you later this week.
Stay tuned again tomorrow. We've got more people coming up here. Don't go anywhere. We've got more coming up. Tomorrow, 12 o'clock, will be the selection show. We will find out where the Max are heading. As, I think Ofek knew we were in the middle of a whole stream of shout-outs as he got right in on the action. As, from the UK, Rafi Kleiman.
A lot of different countries coming out. I think it was your pinned tweet that you said how many countries watched the game last time they were in the championship. I'm curious to see how that compares with today. I mean, obviously the Max have been getting a lot more press this season than that season, so it's curious to see the numbers.
Yeah, Morty Abitan, shout-out. Who else we got here?
I don't know if I gave Yoni Laub a shout out, but shout out Yoni Laub.
Joey and Talia watching in the car. Thank you for the support.
That's real dedication watching in the car.
Shout out to AJ and Ellie Gnauer, alumni and Excella members.
As coming up next.
Are we gonna get the bun?
We get the bun one at a time. Who's gonna be first?
We're gonna get Coach Halp. We're gonna get not Coach Halp. We're gonna get Aryeh Halpert as well.
We're gonna get Aryeh Halpert, a good friend of mine. We'll get him to join us in the booth.
As Aryeh Halpert joins us, how does it feel to be a SKYLINE Conference champion?
It's pretty exciting. I've never won a championship in my career. Played a lot of games in this gym at MTA. 4 years of high school ball, a bunch of Sarah checks. It's a lot of fun to win the championship here.
What are you expecting in the coming week in terms of practice? Are we going to go harder? Are we going to practice some new things? Is it just going to be same old, same old? And how do you mentally prepare yourself for a one-and-done tournament? I mean, I know you just did it this week, but how do you mentally prepare yourself? How does the team get ready?
I think we're going to probably keep consistently with what we've been doing. The last few weeks we've been peaking and we're in a good spot right now. We're all playing together, working hard. And I think if we kind of keep that going, we'll be in a good spot. It's always tough, one and done. You have to put everything out there every time. You don't want to put any chances that things are going to go bad. So I think we're in a good spot to keep fighting.
Well, amazing. Best of luck to you as we got more players waiting by. It's going to be Ethan Lasko. Let's do a little... We're waiting for Eitan Halpert. Lots of autographs being signed. We're going to get more and more people up in the booth.
The SKYLINE trophy joining us in the booth potentially.
All right, we got the game.
Oh boy,
I've been up here since Sarah Check. I ain't gonna lie. I ain't gonna lie. The Thursday night Sarah Check.
All right, I guess we'll work with one mic. We are joined here.
I got it, bro.
Let's hear it.
We're joined here by Matan Zucker. Let me start with him. Matan, how does it feel to be MVP of the most important game of your life?
Definitely was the most. Definitely was the most important game of my life. At the end of the day, for the fellas, just the beginning. Just the beginning of what we got to do.
Little man, you went 3 in the second half.
Yes, I did.
What's an Ellie Cat, to be honest?
Of course, Helicopter got everything to do with it.
Okay.
No, but real talk. It's just the confidence in my teammates giving me the ball. That's all it is. It's all the confidence with my teammates.
All right, now we're going to Grandpa Eitan. Eitan's been here for 16 years now. He's a vet here. Oh, and talking about Grandpa, we got the 36-year-old Adi Markovich and the 42-year-old Gabe Leifer. I'm going back to Eitan here. Eitan, this is your 7th SKYLINE championship, and it seems like you conquered this league. Can you elaborate on that?
Yeah, on a serious note, I just want to thank everyone for all your support. We all love it and appreciate it. We're definitely going to enjoy tonight. Next week, we got more work to do. So.
Wait. Eitan said we're going to enjoy the night. Eitan, elaborate on enjoying the night.
I mean, late night cheer at YU, and then straight back to bed, really.
Thank you. Let me go to Gabe Leifer. Gabe, you threw the ball behind your back with zero intention of doing anything with it, and Ryan, did you know what was going on?
Let's be honest, it was an air ball.
Who's next?
Hold on. On a serious note, thank you to all the fans. We appreciate you. We know the tickets sold out in 2 minutes. The ones that didn't make it here, we appreciate you. We hope you could come with us on the road in the tournament and keep rooting for us.
Yeah. That is a professional answer. Who's next? Jordan, come here. I need Jordan. I need Jordan. Where's the scissors?
They're making our jobs easy out here.
Oh, yes, they are. Yes, they are. You heard it here first. Well, there you have it, joined by, I think, pretty much the entire team.
I think that got everyone.
Glasgow making our job easy out here. As that just about wraps things up. We thank you so much for joining us. Signing off for one last time. Yehoshua, Segal, Zach, Tuchman, SJ, Tannenbaum, our whole crew, Akiva, Poppers, Aharon, Traurig. Thank you so much. Thank you for an unbelievable season. Stay tuned. More exciting updates coming up. Stay tuned on social media. It's been a pleasure. Thank you for joining us.